making men at work, classic 80s Down Under. So, yes, in time I'll get my own show here at Radio Warrington. There are a couple features I'm excited to bring to Radio Warrington in the right time. The first of them is an original ship log diary from a trainee minister aboard a steamer for Orient from London to Australia in March and April 1883. It's full of observations and insights in the peak of Victorian culture. It's a fascinating insight into an era and world long gone. His diary records time in Australia, Melbourne, Sydney, Nowra and others in April and May 1883. The diary falls silent for 3 months over that summer, and then his return to England from late September to early November aboard the ship of that year. Now I'm going to read you a couple brief excerpts just to put you in mind of it. Thursday, March 8th, 1883. Left Mr. Turner and father at 9 a.m. by train for Stroud Green to Broad Street, then by hansom to Fenchurch Street. Streets blocked, snow on the ground. Converted in the city to black slush. Oh, what a sight! Horses slipping, men shouting and wildly gesticulating. At the station, wars of words between passengers and cabby. Eyes of many indicating the sorrow of parting. Luggage of every kind in the wildest confusion. All excitement and hurry. At last, the shrill whistle is heard above the din, and away we go. On the route, we pass cement works and barren, unused land, some places covered with water, of which men were forking ice into many carts ready to convey it to the London markets. Arrived at Tilbury, we were put on board a steam tender and brought to the Orient. She has 456 feet long, lighted by electricity, and is most comfortably fitted. The entry continues. Another entry which takes a little bit more of a solemn tone. Tuesday, 27th of March, 1883. Latitude 16.4 degrees north, longitude 41.1 degrees east. Could not sleep for the heat. Had a glorious bath. Then I went on deck and watched the shoals of flying fish hunted by dolphins. A strong wind blew all day and huge waves sent their feathery and glistening spray all over the ship, giving us on deck a most refreshing bath. As the moon rose in a clear sky, speckled in some parts with downy, flaky clouds, the Southern Cross was seen well. Now we have lost the North Star, being quite in the tropics. About 10 days ago, Captain Walker in the second saloon fell down the gangway and fractured his skull. Despite best attention given by Doctors Colkin and Brown, just before dinner tonight he died. They held a post-mortem on him and found it was just as they anticipated. As a special favour, I was allowed to attend his funeral, which was kept as quiet as possible. It occurred around 12 at night. Some of the officers and a few passengers assembled on deck at stern and listened with bowed heads in the dead of night to the solemn words as read by Archdeacon Farr. When he came to the words, "Commit to the deep," the Union Jack was removed. Engine stopped, and in the most solemn hush, the body was heaved overboard by swarthy, honest-faced seamen. The hush was broken by the sound of the closing waters, offering, as it were, a weird note of satisfaction at the entombing of its sad and mute visitor. Yes, a visitor, to make a lengthy stay until summoned from his sleep by the sound of the Archangel's trumpet, when we shall all be gathered together again for the last time. Many serious thoughts filled my mind as I paraded the deck in the sweet stillness of night, until tired. The journal is truly a delight. I'd love to be able to find out more of the author's identity, the places he visited along his journey, and generate conversations on Victorian and maritime history. I'll speak about the second feature in the second hour this evening. It's Got You a Kimber, somebody I used to know, keeping us down under.